Greetings. Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today is Tuesday. What a day I had today. Butchering chickens and staying after the farm. I'm coming to you now because I want to put out a reminder that this weekend Baker's Green Acres will be hosting a soil fertility workshop put on by our very own Craig Schaff. And if you guys don't know who he is, I have known him for about 15 years now. We've been at this location for 18, and I met him when I first came here because he used to put on workshops about seed saving and soil fertility. I wound up going out to his farm several times to see what was going on out there. He lives out in Kelowna. He still lives there. Good guy. He's been here a couple times for workshops that other people have put on here, and he's really a one in a million. You know, I mean, there's not many like him. So he'll be putting on the soil fertility workshop this weekend, and I gotta say that if you struggle with fertility issues on your homestead, I'm looking a little foggy. Yeah, still a little foggy. Yeah, it's not much better. But if you're struggling with it like we were here, I can do better than that. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. You won't want to miss this. Soil fertility is really where everything begins. I mean, we owe our existence to just this top couple of fertile inches of soil that covers our earth. Without that, we wouldn't be growing food. When we moved here, this place had been abused. It had just been passed around. It was owned by someone that lived here, but the ground was just passed around from farm to farm. So it was just kind of commercially farmed. They just took stuff off of it. If they ever put anything back, it was like commercial fertilizers. And so when we got here, you know, you wouldn't find, you know, a lush green field like this at all. And I was told at the time that, well, you got to buy some fertilizer. Just go on down there to the co-op and lay out a few $1,000s and you get some fertilizer out there. You'll get some green grass then. Somehow that didn't seem right to me. And as time went on, and I found Craig Schaff, I started doing some of the things that he recommended to me. And I never hired him to come here and do a consulting or anything like that. It was just listening to his workshops, what soil fertility was, because he is a very good instructor, and you will come away from the class understanding what fertility is. Like, I didn't know. I thought, wait, fertility came out of a bag, you know, is all I knew. I've really only been farming here for 18 years. And before that, we fooled around on a little place with some chickens and stuff. But I've had to get serious here because, you know, we're feeding quite a few animals, and without fertility, the operation just doesn't work. So if you're on ground now and you're having fertility issues, you won't want to miss this. Your other option is we're going to record it, and it will be available on the tribe, but only the audio. And it's a long class. It's 9 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and Baker's Green Acres is providing lunch. And there's be other things along the way. You know, there'll be a lot of loose conversation, and with Craig and others. We draw a pretty interesting crowd of people, all from the homesteading background. So you'll hear a lot, and for me, this comes at a really good time because I know that I don't have it completely figured out. I really want to take it to the next level. And I have had some fertility issues on fields that I didn't think I should. And I found out a lot of answers to that in our grazing class with our very own Parker Holmes. You know, he turned me on to a couple of techniques that I can use in just what I'm doing. You know, it doesn't cost you a whole lot to do it. You might have to just change your process slightly to, you know, instead of feeding the cows, you know, in the dry lot, maybe bale graze them on the field. So you're putting down more material in that field, and then adding seed to the field, and then, you know, other things like that. So I want to get to the next level. I want to get into the next level composting as well. And so I'm really looking forward to this class this coming Saturday. So if you are interested in this, please go to bakersgreenacres.com, or even on this Facebook page. I think the header on the Bakers Green Acres page has a picture of Craig Schaff and the details of the class that's going on this weekend. And stay tuned for, you know, other classes that we're going to be holding here. I mean, this is the key, right? We're hearing all this business about fertilizer shortage and food shortages and all this stuff. We're hearing all this stuff. And what? We're going to send a letter to Washington to, you know, tell them to get a handle on it? No. That hasn't worked, and it's not going to work. We have to take it into our own hands and start to grow some food. A lot of us have been doing this and enjoying it. You know, it's a great way of life, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. But now it's time to show each other how to do this. And I talked to Craig during the tribe day that we had here. If you're not a member of the Anyone Can Farm tribe, you probably want to do that, and then even become a Tribe Plus member, right? When I talked with Craig at that tribe gathering day, he agreed. It's like we need to start informing each other about how to take care of ourselves. And so we're going to hear a lot of that. I mean, the guy's got a lot of wisdom. I hope to see everyone there. And there'll be plenty of fun to be had by all. But please come. I mean, what do we need to do to counter this operation that's being thrown at us of food shortages? Okay, we'll grow food. You know, hoarding's that's not the key. That's not gonna last. I mean, growing our food is what we need to do. And it's fun, it's a great way of life. It's a good way to get out of the cubicle or any place else that you are. I mean, a lot of people can't do that right off. But I started as a part-time farmer and then kept doing it for 10 years at least, until I could see that there was enough work for me for full-time employment on the farm. And now there's more work than I can possibly do. So we live in an abundant world. It's just a question of how do you unlock that? And the answer to that is through knowledge. And this knowledge is knowledge that should have been passed down to us from our parents and our grandparents. But we got involved with, you know, another operation. Like, let's just let the big farms take care of it. Let's agribusiness, let's let them take care of it. Oh, price of food came way down. People's weight went way up. You know, it was almost conversely, I mean, it was whatever. But the quality of food has been really poor, and that's why people are really sick. But some people benefit from that, and some people don't. As a human being, you want to eat the best food that you can, because you will benefit from that. You don't want to be eating rotten food, right? So please consider it, and I hope to see you then. And remember, anyone can farm.